Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're sitting in the Audi A4 2021, and what I'm going to explain to you now is the virtual instrument cluster of this. So without any further ado, let's get straight into that. So as you see, you have a nice looking virtual cluster right in front of you, which has nice looking dials as well in front. You have your speedometer on the right and your rev count meter on the left. You have loads of information right now over here. So your first menu that you can see is your date, time and the day. So it's showing that the time is 12:12, it's Saturday, and it's the 6th of March 2021. Below that you have the total kilometers driven, that is showing 276, and again below that is the time. On the right hand side you have your trip meter as well. So now let's scroll through all the menus step by step and explain to you what all you can do on the virtual instrument cluster. So now how you control that is from this switches over here on the left hand side of the steering wheel. So these are the two buttons that you can scroll through it. So let's go step by step. So first let's scroll down. So you have this is your level of fuel. So when your engine is on, it will basically show you how much of fuel is going at the particular time, say you're idling or at the time you move. Then you move next, you have consumption. So right now it's showing us that it is giving average mileage of 2.4 kilometers per liter, but that's because the car has been on idle. But if you drive, you'll definitely get somewhere close to around maybe 10 kilometers per liter, if I'm not mistaken. One more, and you have again your short-term memory. So basically this is your average of the day. It will basically calculate daily averages. So you have your average mileage, you have your average speed, the time the ignition has been on, it is showing for the past 5 minutes. Then you have your your kilometers that you have driven. So that's the short term. Then you come down, you have your long term. So this is showing that it gives you a mileage of 7.3 on the longer term. It has been driven 12 kilometers per hour on the average. It has been on for 23 hours 25 minutes, and the total kilometers driven is 276. So that is basically the total kilometers driven on the car. That's why it's called the long-term memory. Then we go down, you have your energy consumers. So this is again it tells you with the air conditioning on what is the amount of fuel that is going. So it shows you a bar from 0 to 1 liter, and that too per hour, and it shows you the consumption of your fuel. So very informative stuff basically over here. And below that is your driver assist. So now let's move on to the next menu. So this is basically your alerts and messages that the car has to give you. So right now the only message that's coming is that in the next 10 kilometers we would have to refuel the car. So the fuel level is basically low. Anything else that would be there would basically come right over here. Then let's move to the third menu. This is basically your media. So this could be your Bluetooth media or your aux or whatever you connect. So basically your stuff will get displayed over here. Then let's move to the next menu. This is basically your phone. So when you connect your phone to Bluetooth, you can see your contacts, you can see your last calls and stuff on this screen right here. Then let's move to the next menu, that is your navigation. So you have a pretty good navigation system right here, and it's very informative as well. So now the navigation, as you can see, is it's not small, it's pretty good, but it's in between the rev count and the speedometer in the center. So if you want that to be on the larger screen, what you need to do is you have this button called view. So you press the view button, and as you can see, it has become a full screen and the dials have become smaller, so it's better to view the map. Now in terms of the dials, again you can change it depending on the driving mode that you put it in. So right now let me just put it on, but I'll have to use the infotainment system for that. But anyways, we'll do another review on the infotainment system in depth later on, so stay tuned for that one. So now let me just show you the dial change. So as you can see, this is your classic view. You have a pretty basic one over here. Then let's move on to the sportier view. Now you can also configure those things. Again, we'll explain to you later. You go to sport. In sport, as you can see, you have a red bar that comes on your higher RPM, that is 6,000 to 8,000 RPM. Then you have your dynamic, which changes it completely. You have a completely different layout over here, and you have like a speedometer on this side and rev count meter on this side, something like the older radio sets that you need to change your station, something like that, but looks pretty good. And if you want a full screen, then it basically comes as digital. So you have your kilometers per hour on this side and the gear selector on this side. So these are some of the functions that you have on the instrument cluster of the Audi A4. So this is how it is. Now if you want to set your trip to 0, so you have a trip meter right there. So down here, if you can see, there's a button that says 0.0. What I need to do is, you can see this 117.6 kilometers. I long press on that, and there you have your trip set to 00. So this is pretty much what is there on the instrument cluster of the Audi A4. Hope you found the video informative, guys. Hope you enjoyed it as well. And if you have any more questions regarding the instrument cluster of the Audi A4, do let us know in the comment section down below. With that, guys, I see you next video.